Festival, and I'm here with Dr. Kate Sharp-Landeck. She's the author of The Women with Silver Wings, the inspiring true story of the women Air Force service pilots of World War II. She's going to be joining us on Sunday for our mini festival, Heroes and Highfliers. We're starting our day at 10 o'clock, but Kate's event's at 1 p.m. and you can find registration information and details at our website, newburyportliteraryfestival.org. We're going to talk briefly to Kate now, and to start off with, I just wanted to ask how you got involved with this project.
Well, hi, Leslie, and thanks so much for inviting me. I'm really excited to be part of this festival. It looks like you guys have been doing a great job, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So I met my first WASP in 1993, 100 years ago, it feels like. But I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and there was a big air show in Bartlesville, which was an hour away, big biplane expo. And I drove up there and I walked up to see a man named Curtis Pitts, who was an aircraft designer, really great bi-winged stunt plane. And he was very kind and turned to the woman next to him and introduced me and said, "This is Carol Bailey Bosca. She won the International Aerobatic Championship in 1951 in my plane." And I was stunned. I had never heard of women flying in the 1950s and the aerobatic championships. And then after we talked about 20 minutes, I found out that she was a pilot in World War II and had flown B-25s. And I was really stunned. And I had never heard of them, of the WASP. And I worked at a flight school, Spartan School of Aeronautics, went back. Nobody I knew there had ever heard of the WASP. And I thought that was just wrong, that you had women who were flying planes in World War II for the Army Air Forces, and why didn't more people know about them? So I'm a bit stubborn, I'm afraid, and I've spent all the years since that fateful day in 1993 learning everything I could about these women so that I could tell as many people as possible about their story.
What were some of the surprises for you when you were researching the book?
Right. There were so many good things that I found over the years and stories that I found. I think, you know, the sources that I used a lot of great primary sources, diaries, letters, oral histories. And one of the big surprises was just in the last couple of years of my work where I was looking at pictures to get just a little more detail and understanding of the stories. And there'd been a picture that I'd seen for many years of Eleanor Roosevelt shaking Jackie Cochran's hand. Jackie Cochran was one of the leaders. She'd won a big trophy. This is 1939. And this picture was well known and famous. And I found a version of it that was zoomed out. And in the background was Nancy Love, who's the other leader of the WASP, who everybody thought they hadn't met until 1941. And here Nancy is in 1939 in the same photo as Jackie, rolling her eyes as Jackie gets her award. So adds this whole new personal dynamic to the relationship that the women have throughout the war, that, oh no, they knew each other and didn't really necessarily get along even back then. So it was just a lot of fun to find a source that kind of could put a shift on the way everything else was interpreted.
Great. Obviously, we're going virtual because we can't be together at this time, but I've been wondering how you've been keeping occupied during the lockdown.
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. It's definitely interesting times for all of us, and I hope everyone is doing well. The biggest thing that we've done lately here, we're in Texas, and taking homeschooling to a whole different level by deciding to foster some kittens. So we've got 4 little 3-4-week-old kittens that we are bottle feeding. So that's a whole fun new experience that is taking a lot of time, but the cute factor is very high.
It sounds very cute.
Very cute.
Kate, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone, we hope that you will join us again on Sunday We start at 10 and Kate's event is at 1. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.